What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, not a lot going in on Iraq, not going on there. Not a lot, not a lot, but we'll get into that here in just a minute. Again, just a quick reminder for those of you looking to buy gold and silver, a lot of you, and I mean I like it a lot, are going over to Money Metals Exchange to buy gold and silver. Very good. There's been a large turnout so far, and I want to say thank you for that because I know none of it would be possible without you guys. But today is what, July the 3rd, 2020. I believe they have a 3-day weekend, so they're not open today. But just in case you catch this video, anytime after, what is it, the 3rd, 4th, or 5th, so on the 6th and on, they'll be open and ready to take your orders. All right, so you guys have been slamming them with a lot of orders. I love it, and I can't tell you how happy I am to hear how good you guys are doing. Okay, so let's get into this again. So, oh yeah, just a quick reminder, tell them Pimpy sent you when you do your orders. They will give you a ½ ounce of silver for free. That's a pretty good deal, man. I'm telling you, because considering where I think this is going, as far as silver is concerned, I would say that's a pretty good return. All right? Anyways, at Pimpy's Investment Chat, it's the same name as the YouTube channel. And here we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, dinars, Vietnam dongs, foreign currency, and other investment opportunities. I will leave a link in the description. It is free to join. I have another group just right here. It's called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. In here, we talk about all kinds of things, including current events, as well as those things that you might consider conspiracy. 9/11, false flag events, the whole 9 yards. First thing, let's get into what's going on, and then I'm going to share an idea that I had. I did it in the Nisera video, but I want to share with you, for those of you who don't watch those, how I think the rate change is going to happen. So the Ministry of Finance begins launching private financing for salaries of the month of June. Good, it's about time. The Year of Accounting Department at the Ministry of Finance announced that it will start with salary financing transactions for the month of June. Well, we're in July. What the heck? Hurry up, get a crack-a-lackin'. It is noteworthy that 2 weeks have passed since the public sector employees received their monthly salaries, and many of them are waiting to receive their usual wages as if they were financial rewards and not salaries due for their work. That's a damn shame when you don't get paid on a regular basis and you start looking at your paycheck as a reward instead of the fact that you earn the money. So let's get that taken care of, Iraq. The Parliamentary Finance Committee attributed delay in the disbursement of the salaries of June to the duration of the currency conversion procedures and indicated that the delay in the payment of salaries is due to the duration of the currency conversion procedures and not to transfer the salary exchange every 40 days as it is rumored. Well, this is almost similar, if not very similar, to an article that we read a couple of days ago. So I know people are like, what does that mean? What does that mean? The conversion, what does it mean? The currency conversion, that means something. No, they told you what they're doing. They're converting the currency that they have into dinar, is what it says, and then giving it to the banks. Okay, so it doesn't mean anything to do with the currency rate exchange or anything like that whatsoever. I know people are talking about it, but that's not the case. Okay, I just wanted to let you know. The manual was done gradually and endemic, stating or starting to pay the salaries of the employees. Okay, whatever. Banking sources revealed on Friday that the salaries of the employees in the Iraq ministries and department will begin to be dispersed. Okay, so this is basically they're covering salaries. It looks like a lot of these are pretty much the same. If you go down here, these were from the other day, and since it's like what today is their Sunday, so right now there's not a lot going on in the news. All right, so I was sharing with people. There's a group of us, and we were talking about, we have the currency resets going to happen. You have the Nisera, you have the Disera, you have the reset on the gold and silver. People are talking about a global currency reset. And then it just dawned on me, I got to thinking how it is that, these people, Iraq will be able to do the rate change. And so I kind of shared an idea or a thought on a different video. And I could see this happening. I'm noticing that there's a lot of countries that have created or issued a lot of currency, a lot of it. These people usually have devalued currency, or the currency is not very valuable, so they end up creating a lot of it. Then you have some countries, their currencies are overvalued, you know what I mean? So they started issuing out, like the United States, tons and tons of their dollars. And basically, with so much of it out there, eventually it comes back and the market is saturated, and then it will start to lose its value. All right, so I have a feeling, again, it's just a theory, it's just an idea. So, with all these countries buying up gold and silver like it's candy, some countries printing money like there's no tomorrow. Other countries have already printed out a ton of money like there's no tomorrow. So then it just makes sense to me what we're waiting for, and most likely will go first, before the RV, before the RI, before the global currency reset, is you're going to see the reset in the values of gold and silver. That is going to go first. As I see countries gobbling up more and more gold, more and more silver, it is dawning on me that they are preparing themselves to go back, of course, to the gold standard or asset-backed currency. So you heard Trump say it many, many times. He said we need a level playing field. So one of those ways to get a level playing field is what? First of all, you try to make the trade agreements as free as possible. You try to do away with people's debts. We're seeing people's debts disappear. You see the Federal Reserve is buying up debt, buying up mortgages. And so then what happens is you just crash the system by producing more and more and more money to where it has no value before you introduce new types of money. Okay, but you're going to be able to exchange what you got straight across for the new bills, equal. I think what you're going to look at is a global currency reset in which we reset the value of gold and silver to the point where everybody's dollar is on a level playing field. Again, this is just my opinion. And what that does is, in other words, $1 for $1, all currencies against one another. Because some countries have a ton of assets, a lot more resources than other countries do. All right, some people got a lot of gold, some people have a lot of oil. I think what you're going to look at is an asset-backed currency that comes out. And basically what they do is they go to an asset-backed type currency, a rainbow currency, if you will. Okay, so gold and silver, I have a feeling is going to be reset first. I think what you're going to do is see it in increments. We're going to see how it affects our economies around the world. So we don't want to shock it all at once, but you're going to see gold and silver go up in pretty large increments before it gets to its final stage. And by doing that, what that does, it increases the assets needed to support currency change. So if we want to get everybody on a level playing field, well, then we got to look at all the country's assets, how many bills are out there. I think they're going to try to get them as close to one another as possible, the number of bills that's been generated. And then they just say, look, let's start over. I know that sounds crazy, but I have a feeling that's what we're going to see happening. So those currencies that are undervalued, like the Iraqi dinar, they will. You will see them go up in value. I think you're going to see a one-for-one exchange with your country's currency. Since I live here in the United States, I will be able to exchange one dinar for one US dollar. I have a feeling that's the direction we're going into. The same with the Vietnam dong. Both those currencies are undervalued. Since they're undervalued, they will increase in order to meet the one-for-one. Then you have currencies that are overvalued. The euro dollar, the Swiss dollar, the United States dollar. Okay? So those will go down in value. So that's what happens. You need them both to be on level playing field. So in order for us to meet a one-on-one exchange, you have to increase the rate of one, decrease the value of the other. Okay? So right now, when it comes to Iraqi dinar, I could change one US dollar and get 1,190 Iraqi dinars. So, of course, they need to increase. And when you increase the value of the dinar against the dollar, that's technically, if you think about it, on opposite end. It needs to balance. It decreases the value of the dollar against the dinar. See how that works? Okay? I know that sounds crazy, but I have a feeling that's what we're running into and we're getting ready to see. To me, that makes a lot of sense. If we're going to have a global currency reset, we're going to go into an asset-backed currency and beyond a level playing field, like Trump said, and Trump did say, you know, the gold standard is great, but silver linings are good too. I can't help but feel like he's giving us a hint. He's dropping a huge hint on us that you should be looking at gold and silver. And so that's what we're doing. All right, so that's why I diversify all the things that I have. I do own Iraqi dinar. I do own Vietnam dong. I do own gold and silver. Okay, I own those items. It's better to be diversified. So if one goes up, then you have an opportunity to possibly jump on some other ones. But as much as I wanted the gold and silver to go after the rate change on the currencies, I don't think that's going to happen. In order to boost the values of other currency, you're going to have to change the value of gold and silver. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. And if you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so because it helps out the channel. And when you do that, I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys later.